I'm not going to ask you if you can hear me okay. I know I'm a very loud person. And I'm pretty sure you can hear me okay, right? Everybody can hear me? But the better question is, can you understand me? Apparently, I have a slight Romanian accent. And if you pay attention, listen carefully, you might be able to pick up on it. So, I think I met everybody. I think. Yep. So, I would like to thank everyone for being here. I know some of you made a really long trip from far away. And I'm so happy that you're joining us to celebrate Maddie and Alex. The biggest wish that I have for Maddie and Alex is for them just to know how much they are loved. And seeing all of you here tonight, I know that that wish just came true. So, to Alex and Maddie and their love. There are two people that also love Alex and Maddie very much, and sadly they could not be here tonight. They are my parents, Mircea and Bambina. And by the way, that's not the Romanian for grandma and grandpa. It's just how Alex is calling them. They are in their 80s and they couldn't make the 6,000-mile trip from Romania. But they watched the ceremony online and they'll be watching all the videos from tonight. So, to make them feel part of this celebration, would you all please turn towards that camera and say, "Hi, Mircea and Bambina."
Hi, Mircea and Bambina.
Oh, very well. Almost as loud as I am. Well done. Okay, so I have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to stand up in front of a room of hand-selected people, right, Dave? You said that, hand-selected people of close friends and family, and talk about the most important person in my life, Alex, and his lovely bride, whom I absolutely adore, both of them. And it's clearly, talking about Alex, it's clearly impractical to fit 26 years of stories and experiences that we shared together in just a few minutes. So I will try not to stand between you and your dinner and your drinks for too long. And that is provided that I don't cry, which is inevitable, like Mike said. And you don't laugh, which is less inevitable. So I'll start with one story. When Alex was 1.5, we came from Bucharest, Romania, to Columbus, Ohio. And although we spoke Romanian with Alex at home, he would only, when he started to talk, he would only spoke English. Not a word of Romanian, none. So we would talk to him in Romanian and he would answer in English. And that continued for years. Long, perfectly understandable conversations, just each speaking a different language. So when he was 5 or 6 years old, we went on a trip to Romania to visit his grandparents. And during the flight, I told him very seriously, look, the moment we land in Bucharest, you either speak Romanian or you don't say a word in public. Because if people hear us talking English or any English from us, everything will cost double and they will steal the pants off of us. And would you believe it? The moment we landed in Bucharest, Alex started to speak Romanian. Absolutely amazing. Except he had a very heavy English accent that didn't fool anyone. So, everywhere we went, everything cost double, and they stole the pants off of us. To make matters worse, he also started blurting all the Romanian curses he heard me using over the years. He's still very good at it. I mean, he's practicing every day, still. And if you don't know, Romanians have very inventive curses, most of which involve someone's mother, which is quite ironic because it was his mother who inadvertently taught him all those curses. Ever since that trip, Alex started to talk a lot in Romanian, and he became fluent, and his accent even improved a little bit. And we started to talk Romanian. We were living in State College, right? And that was very convenient for him because nobody would understand there in State College. Nobody was speaking Romanian, obviously. And nobody would understand what his crazy mother is telling him in public. And he also spoke his mind freely without words, right? Because nobody would understand what we talk in Romanian. Very convenient. One day, when he was a teenager, we were in a grocery store. Remember? Okay.
Yeah.
We were in a grocery store, and Alex saw a young couple where the woman was dressed with a bulky hoodie and a very short skirt. And Alex told me in Romanian, "Look, Mama, she dressed her upper body for jogging and her lower body for sex." Yep, true.
I haven't heard the story.
I knew there was one of two ends to this.
Then it gets better. Then an older lady that was shopping right next to us leaned over and whispered in Romanian. What an interesting observation, young man. So you never know where the Romanians are lurking. Just a few here, but they might be anywhere. Now, Maddie, you are an honorary Romanian now, whether you like it or not. You should start talking louder and using your hands more. You can try it now. Let's see how it feels. You can say, "My mother-in-law, she's crazy."
My mother-in-law?
She's crazy. Yeah. Yep. Well done. Well done. Give her an... Okay, so now, back to Alex. When I was thinking about this speech, I actually wanted and wished that Alex would be more rebellious. And he would do crazy things, like his mother, obviously. But no, he was such an easygoing, warm-hearted kid. He never had once a tantrum. Can you believe that?
It's definitely not true, but thanks.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. But maybe you have been saving them up. Now it's Maddie's problem. That if you were, it's like, Maddie, sorry. If I have one regret as a parent,
Not taking me to church, right?
right. If I have one regret as a parent, is that I could have spent more time with Alex if I hadn't had to work so long hours. So you can't turn the time back, right? It's like that's what it was, and I wish that I was there even more, right? And spend more time with you. However, there is one thing that I think I did really well, but maybe I've done it way too well. Do you think what that might be? What that was, Alex? You can
want me to
use
do
the
it?
mic.
Use the microphone?
Yes, please.
Which one do you want me to say?
I don't know. Let's see if it matches.
Oh dear.
Something that I might have done way too well.
Oh, we got a participatory speech.
You want me to speak?
Yeah.
Like just talk?
Yeah.
Just whatever?
Yeah. What do you think that was?
I mean, I know what it is. I just don't want to do it in front of all these people. That's the problem.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. Du-te în pizda măsii, right? And that's what you want? No, she's watching. I don't want my grandma to see this again. Once is bad enough.
He just used the mother kind of Romanian inventive swearing, and yes, that it was that, because you learned that, right? You heard it from me. But there was also, I got you into believing in Santa. Oh, I'm not gonna say until how old you were when you found out. Okay, I'm not. I promise I'm not gonna say. Okay, so you're safe. Nobody tell him about this, honey. Okay.
I have bad news for you.
There is one more thing that I did really well.
Okay.
I thought I did really well, and that was teaching you how to drive. After he failed his first driving test for being too aggressive, we realized that I taught him the Romanian way. Okay? Which is perfect for Bucharest, where if you're polite in traffic, you get absolutely nowhere, but might not be that good for Belleville, Illinois. After that uncomfortable experience, Alex started to drive more in tune with his natural character, polite, intelligent, thoughtful, considerate, and of course, he passed his test, despite what he learned from me. So, thank you. Thank you, Mama, for changing the ways of Romanian driving. Alex is incredibly thoughtful. He's really a lovely guy. 2 years ago, for Christmas, he decided to do something different for Christmas gifts. He just read the Dune books, all of them, and saw the first movie. And he decided to write a letter to everyone in the family and relate them to a character that they most resembled from Dune. To my surprise, I wasn't Paul's mother, perhaps the obvious choice. Instead, he compared me with Duncan. And that letter is the most cherished thing that I ever received in my life. And I really thank you for that. Now, if you don't know about Dune,
Alex will tell you.
And why the comparison is important, just ask Alex later. He'll tell you all about Dune, probably much more than you want to know. So although we lived next to Penn State, Alex didn't want to go to Penn State. He didn't even apply. And I think that is a good thing, right? Because he chose University of Illinois, and that's how he met Maddie, right? So everything happens for a reason, doesn't it? After he started college, we went on a trip to California, a road trip, and that's when Alex first mentioned Maddie. And throughout our 5-day, 2,000-mile trip, I heard more and more about Maddie, and I realized how special she is. When I finally met Maddie, it was so clear that she is compassionate, determined, intelligent, and funny. She's a beautiful, strong young lady, which I adore. And I think Maddie was raised, it is obvious that you were raised to have love for every living thing, right? Kindness, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal, from all the pets at home to all the creatures at the zoo that you care for. So, absolutely amazing, strong young lady. And when I say many pets at home, I really mean it. They have, and I'm gonna bear with me, 3 cats,
Right.
1 little white mouse, 2 chinchillas, 1 birdie dragon, 3 leopard geckos, a fox snake, a boa constrictor,
Yep.
and the latest addition, the turtle. And there might be more that they haven't told me about yet. Yes. Yes. So, I would like to thank Maddie's parents, Jean and Mike, for raising such a kind and amazing daughter, and also for adopting Alex so fully into your wonderful large family. When I first got invited to the Thanksgiving at the Wagner's Thanksgiving, they asked Alex, do you think your mom will be okay meeting our big family? And Alex said, who, Mom? Oh, she'll be totally fine. I was more worried about you guys meeting her. And the word he used, I think, to describe me was uncensored. Fortunately, I didn't scare them too much, and we are all here tonight. So, with that, I will end on Maddie and Alex. I love you very much. I will always be here for you. And as the years go by, be there for each other. When you listen with your head as well as with your heart, such that you can truly understand what your partner is telling you. But most importantly, like you both said in your vows, don't forget to have fun and laugh. Don't let a day pass by without laughter. And I'm pretty sure that will not be a problem because you both think are funny, and you are, both of you. So, the toast. The toast, first, the Romanian word for cheers is noroc, which means good luck. And that's something that we can tell each other throughout the night. It will get incredibly more difficult throughout the night. But for now, there is a Romanian toast for newlyweds, which is Casa de Piatră, and it means house made of stone. So we will be wishing them a lasting, solid home that can withstand anything, a strong foundation for their life together. So please stand up, raise your glasses.
I don't know if I can. I think I got it. I got it.
Casa de Piatră!
Casa de Piatră!